So as you know, a computer program is a special instruction provided by the user to perform some specific task. And to perform this task, a computer program need to save data, retrieve data and perform different types of computation on this data. So before studying about it in more details, it's important to learn what actually is a data structure. So basically data structure is a named location which is used to store and organize different types of data. And the term always associated with data structure is algorithm. So what's actually is algorithm? Algorithm is the collection of specific steps to perform all these computations. So in this module, I will be discussing about three widely used sorting algorithm: insertion sort, merge sort and bubble sort. So hold your pen, open up your mind, and without wasting much time, let's start the video. So bubble sort is a sorting algorithm in which each pair of adjacent elements is compared and checked whether they are in order or not. And if they are not in order, then the elements are swapped. These steps are repeated and will continue to loop until all the elements are completely swapped. So let me show you an example which will make you understand the bubble sort algorithm better. So let's consider an array with 6 elements: 5, 1, 4, 2, 8 and 9. Now we have to sort this array using bubble sort. So declare two loops and take the range of the outer loop to the last element of the array. Basically we have to go traverse up to the last element of the array. We will compare all the elements. Now put the j index at the last most element initially and start comparing all the rest elements. Now compare 5 with 1, and as it's obvious that 5 is greater than 1, so swap 5 with 1. So 1 comes here and 5 comes here, so swap the elements. Now the array becomes 1, 5, 4, 2, 8 and 9. Similarly again compare 5 with 4 and swap the elements. Always compare the consecutive elements. Now the updated array becomes 1, 4, 5, 2, 8 and 9. Now compare 5 with 2, and as 2 is smaller, so swap the positions. So again the array gets updated and the new array becomes 1, 4, 2, 5, 8 and 9. Now in the next case, 5 is smaller than 8, so no action is taken and swapping is not done. And this is same 8 and 9. This is not the end of the algorithm, this is just the completion of first iteration. So as I previously said, we have to traverse up to the last element of the array. So now starts the second iteration. After first iteration, the arrays get updated to 1, 4, 2, 5, 8 and 9. Now move j to the left by 1 unit and again start comparing the elements. Now this is the second iteration. Follow the same steps as written above and continue the loop until you get all the elements sorted. So as you can see, it's such a long process. That's why the watch time complexity of bubble sort is generally n square, so which is not much preferred nowadays as it takes a lot of time. This algorithm is only efficient and can be only used if a very small number of swappings need to be done, or you have an array which have relatively very small number of elements. Insertion sort. The working of insertion sort is as follows. At first set a marker or some sort of selection just after the first element of the array. Now the following steps have to be followed to perform the insertion sort algorithm. So these steps are as follows. Select the first element from the unsorted array and then compare it with the first element which is previously there in the sorted array. And if the element from the unsorted array is smaller, then swap the elements, else no action has to be taken. To understand better, I will show you an example. So let us consider an array with elements 7, 8, 5, 2, 4, 6 and 3. So basically there are 7 elements. Now put your starting mark of the marker just after the first element, that is 7. So 7 comes in the sorted array part and all the rest elements are considered to be the unsorted array part. Now compare 8 with 7, and as 7 is smaller than 8, so no swapping is done. So okay, now shift the marker to right by 1 unit. Now compare 5 with 8, and as 8 is larger than 5, so swap the elements and 5 goes to the place of 8 and 8 goes to the place of 5. Now again compare 5 with 7, and as 5 is also smaller than 7, so again swap the position. So 5 goes to the leftmost position. Again advance the marker to the right by 1 unit. Compare 2 with 8, 7 and 5 simultaneously, and as 2 is smallest among all these numbers, so move 2 to the leftmost end of the array. So now the first element of the array becomes 2. Again shift the marker to the right. Now compare 4 with 8, 7, 5 and 2. Here this is a case as 4 is smaller than 8, 7, 5 but larger than 2. So when 4 is compared with 2, then no swapping is done, and 4 is placed just after 2 in the sorted array. Similarly, follow the above steps completely and compare 6 and 3 with rest all the elements and place it in the respective positions in the sorted array. So in this way you get a perfectly sorted array. So this is how the insertion sort algorithm works. Merge sort. Merge sort operates by dividing the initial array into its individual components. This algorithm is perfect example of divide and conquer. The two main steps involved here are dividing the unsorted list continuously until you get n sublists. So for better understanding, let's take an example of merge sort where we will sort the array using merge sort algorithm. So let's start. So let us consider an array with 7 elements: 38, 27, 43, 3, 9, 82 and 10. Now take two variables L and R, left and right, which denotes the left index and right index of the array. Now compare L and R. If left index is less than right index, then divide the array into two parts. So on dividing, one part of the array becomes 38, 27, 43 and 3, and the second part becomes 9, 82 and 10. Now again compare L and R in the divided array, and if L is less than R, divide both the arrays. So as here L is less than R, so again divide both the arrays into two sub arrays. Here 10 cannot be divided anymore because it becomes an individual element. So divide the rest all array into their subparts until you get n equal subparts of the initial array, where actually n is equal to the number of elements present in the initial array before dividing into subparts. Now after dividing and individualizing all the elements, compare each element with other elements. Now compare the elements among the other individual elements, like compare 3 and 27, and as 3 is smaller, so swap their positions. Similarly compare 38 and 43, and as it's in sequence and they are in proper order, so no swapping is done and no action is taken, they are placed as it is. Now compare 9 with 10 and 82 with 10, and as 10 is smaller than 82 but greater than 9, so swap the position of 10 and 82. So after this step you get two sub arrays. All the individual elements get merged to two sub arrays, and the first sub array part is 3, 27, 38 and 43, and the other sub array part is 9, 10 and 82. Now again compare the elements between these two sub arrays. Compare 3 with 9, 3 with 10 and 27 with 10, and swap 10 and 27. Similarly compare 82 with 27, 38 and 43 and perform the swapping accordingly. So after all these steps followed properly, you will basically get the following array, which is 3, 9, 10, 27, 38, 43 and 82, which you can clearly see that it's completely sorted and also it gets merged. So this is basically a divide and conquer algorithm, because you divide the initial array into individual components and then perform some sorting and then you merge it into a single array. So this is the basic working of merge sort algorithm. So with a time complexity of n log n in all the cases, in best case, worst case and also in average case, merge sort is pretty powerful algorithm as it is faster in sorting arrays with large number of elements as compared to other algorithms. So these were some of the widely spoken sorting algorithms which are used nowadays in the industries. and are used by most of the CS developers or the software engineers. So I hope you must have liked this video and must have gained some useful idea and basic knowledge about sorting algorithm. So I, Saisham Patnaik, want to sign out by saying thank you.
Hold up.